For quarter number 3, module number 6, week 6, LC number 1, illustrating similarity of figures. Now for similarity, we will start with similar triangles. So two triangles are similar if and only if the corresponding angles are congruent and the ratios of the lengths of corresponding sides are equal. Iba yung congruent triangles sa similar triangles. Sa congruent triangles, halimbawa, sa congruent triangles, meron kang 3 angles, 3 corresponding angles, tsaka 3 corresponding sides. So meron kang 6 corresponding parts na dapat equal or congruent or para-parehas ng sukat. Yun ang sinasabi niya sa mga congruent triangles. So ito yung example ng congruent. Kung makikita ninyo, equal yung mga angles nila. Dapat equal yung mga corresponding angles nila, which means, halimbawa, if this is 30 degrees sa kabila, 30 degrees din. If this is, let's say, 60, this is also 60. If this is 90, halimbawa lang, this is also 90. And then if this is 50, this is also 50. If this is 30, this is also 30. And this is 40, this is also 40. So makikita ninyo yung mga corresponding angles natin, equal sila. Tapos yung mga corresponding sides, 50, 50 din, 30, 30 din, 40, 40 din, para parehas din yung mga corresponding sides. So meron kang 6 corresponding parts ng mga triangles na congruent or parehas ng sukat. Pag sinabi natin similar, ganito naman yung itsura. So ganun yung congruent, paano yung similar? Pag sinabing similar, let's say, this is an example of a similar triangle. Magkamukha sila pero hindi necessarily magkaparehas sila ng sukat. So similar lang sila. So halimbawa, sa triangle natin, let's say this is angle, gawin natin medium size. So let's say this is 90 obviously kasi may right angle ka. This is 30, this is 60, this is also 30, this is also 60. Pero yung mga sides nila magkaiba. Halimbawa, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, 8, and this is 12. Congruent sila pagdating doon sa mga angles, sa mga congruent, sa mga corresponding angles, pareho sila. Pero sa corresponding sides, hindi sila parehas o hindi sila equal, but proportional. So, sa mga similar triangles, yung mga angle nila equal, yung mga sides nila proportional lang. So actually, yung maliit na yan, pwede mo siyang ipasok dito sa malaking video. Pwede mo siyang isulat as like this one. Pwede mo na lang pag-isahin. Since maliit lang yung isa, pwede mo siyang ipasok sa malaking video. So ito, corresponding to this small triangle, and then this larger one correspond to this. So pwede mo na pag-isahin. So kung lalagyan natin ng notation, let's say this is A, this is B, this is C, this is E, this is F, this is E, F, G. So gagawa tayo ng ratio. AC is to EG. Tapos AB is to EF. And then CB or BC is to GF or FG. Yan. So para-para sa mga ratio niyan. So ganyan kapag similar, yung isa maliit, yung isa malaki. Pag sinabing corresponding triangle, congruent triangles, talaga magkasilaki sila. Pag sinabing similar, yung isa, kamukha lang ng isa, pero not necessarily magkasilaki sila. Okay, now before moving on with the rest of the lesson, practicein muna natin paano gumawa ng ratio using similar figures. So for number 1, we have triangle ABC, tapos triangle FE, tsaka D, o DEF. So kapag nagsusulat tayo ng notation para dito, yung una natin makikita is triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. So mapapansin ninyo, yung symbol for similarity is this, o tinatawag nilang tilde. So kung gagawa tayo ng proportion using this similar triangles, yun ito yung gagawin nyo. So first is yung ratio ng first side. So yung AC corresponds dun sa DF or FD. This 2. Well, hindi sila congruent pala, so dapat walang buhay. Similar lang pala sila. So yung AC tsaka FD congruent, corresponding sides sila. So AC over FD or DF, pwede. Kahit magkabaligtad yung letters, basta para sa tinutukoy yung sides is equal to, next is AB corresponds to FE or EF, and then BC corresponds to DE or ED. Yan. So dapat matutunan muna natin paano mag-construct ng mga proportions using yung mga ratios, using yung mga corresponding sides. So number 2, yung triangle IHG or GHI is similar to triangle JKF. So gagawa tayo ng ratio ngayon o ng proportion ngayon using the similar triangles. Kasi yung ratio ng mga sides natin is equal to sa mga corresponding sides. So yung AC over FD is equal to AD over FE, which is also equal to DC over ED. Next is yung number 2. First, let's say yung HG or GH. GH corresponds to JL. And then GI corresponds to JK. And then HI corresponds to LK o KL. So, sige, lagyan na natin ng symbol, no? This one corresponds to this one, this side corresponds to that side, and then nasa baba corresponds to this side. So, yung magkakapareho yung bilang ng guhit, yun yung mga sides na corresponding sides. Yun yung mga parts na corresponding sides. Next, we have triangle M and O is similar to triangle PQR. Iba yung symbol for similar, iba yung symbol for congruent. Yung congruent, ganyan yung symbol. Kapag similar, ganyan lang. So ito para sa sukat, para sa mga sukat, ito para sa itsura. O para sa mga angles, proportional yung mga sides. Dito, equal yung mga sides, equal yung mga angles. So ito lang ginagamit natin. Equal lang yung mga angles, tapos proportional yung sides. So gawa tayo ng mga proportions. So MO corresponds to PR. MO corresponds to PR. MN corresponds to PQ. MN corresponds to PQ. And then NO corresponds to QR. NO corresponds to QR. Yan, ganyan. Kasi mamaya magagamit natin yan pag nagsosolve tayo ng unknown. Halimbawa, may isang sides na hindi natin alam yung value, magagamit natin yung cross multiplication para masolve natin ano yung value ng unknown na yun. Now, for number 4, kung makikita ninyo, meron ka lang isang triangle, but actually meron kang dalawa. Yung maliit, nakapasok lang siya doon sa malaki, nag-overlap. So, yung first triangle natin, triangle SWU. SWU is similar to triangle TVU. TVU. So, papalitan natin ng kulay. Yung mas maliit. So, ito yung triangle T, V, tsaka U. So, meron kang dalawang triangle. Mag-overlap lang sila sa isa't isa. Yung malaki, yung SWU, yung maliit, is yung TVU. Nasa loob, yung maliit na triangle nandun sa loob ng malaki. So, kung makikita ninyo, diyan mo na mapuprove na similar sila, mas maliit lang yung isa. Kasi pwede mo siyang ipasok doon sa loob, tapos parang nag-overlap lang sila. Which means, kahit ito pwede ko ipasok doon sa loob. Next. So, ang itsura ng number 2 pag pinasok itong maliit ito sa malaking figure. Ganito yung itsura niya. Yan. Pag pinasok ko yung maliit dito sa malaking figure, ganyan yung itsura niya. Pwede sila mag-overlap. Now, gawan natin ng proportion ng number 4. So, yung SW corresponds to T tsaka V. SW corresponds to TV. And then SU corresponds to TU. And then W hanggang U corresponds to V hanggang U. U. So, this part corresponds to this part, and then yung buong line corresponds to this side. Yeah. So, yung SU corresponds to TU, yung WU corresponds to VU. So, kung ayaw mong malito, pwede mo din i-pull out yung maliit na figure kung gusto mo, tapos gawa ka pa ng isa. So, ganyan ginagawa kapag gagawa ka ng ratio using similar triangle. So, first, kailangan nyo muna i-master paano yan para magiging madali na lang yung pagsasolve kung mayroong isang unknown dun sa mga triangles natin. Now, for example number 1, we are asked to find kung ano yung actual length ng side DE at saka side EF. Kasi wala silang mga value. So, ano yung mga possible value ng mga yan? O ano yung magiging value ng mga yan? Ng side DE at saka EF. Ang una natin gagawin is to create ng proportions. Yung ginawa natin kanina. So, I suggest ko muna yung gagawin. So, yung AB corresponds to DE. Tapos, BC, this one corresponds to EF. And then, AC corresponds to DF. Now, paano ka magsosolve ng unknown sides? Paano mo malalaman yung value ng unknown sides na yan using this proportion? Now, I suggest ganito yung gagawin. Kuha ka ng corresponding sides, which is in this case yung AC at saka DF, kasi parehas na silang may value. Tapos kuha ka pa ng isang corresponding sides, in this case ratio sila, Yung isang value meron, yung isa wala. So ito parating mong gagamitin, yung yung corresponding sides na yan na parehas na may value. Tapos isang ratio, yung isang value meron, yung isa wala. So, ano ba yung ratio na parehas merong value? Yung AC is to DF, which is this one, AC over DF. Yan. Parating gano'n yung unang mong hahanapin, yung corresponding sides na parehas na may value. So AC, which is AC is to TF, ipaparis ko ngayon siya doon sa ratio na yung isang mayroong value, yung isa wala. So in this case, yung AB tsaka yung DE. So it's this one. So AC over DF is equal to AB over DE. So ganyan muna. So yung AC over DF, which is this one, parati mo siyang gagamitin para ma-solve yung DE at saka EF. Parati mo ginagamit niyan itong ratio na yan. Kasi meron silang mga values. Now, using this ratio, we will substitute values now. So yung AC is 8 over DF, which is 16, is equal to AB. AB is 4, and then DE wala pong value. Yan. So ano solution ang gagawin natin? Ang gagawin natin yan is yung property number 1, which is cross multiplication. So magko-cross multiply tayo, mga extremes tapos yung mga means. So DE times E magiging 8 times DE is equal to 16 times 4. So this is 16 times 4. Now we just have to simplify. Alisin natin itong equal sign. Yeah, okay. So 8 times DE is 8 DE, and then 16 times 4. So 16 times 4, that will give you 64. 16 times 4, 64. And then para makuha natin ultimately yung sukat ng DE, we will divide both sides by 8. So, divided by 8. So now, pwede mo na i-cancel yung 8 dito sa kabila. So now you will have DE is equal to 64 divided by 8, that is 8. So yung DE natin, this is 8. Next, isolve naman natin ngayon yung EF. Again, gagamitin natin yung ratio na AC over DF kasi meron na silang mga values. Mas mag-stick tayo dito. Actually, pwede mo nang gamitin yung dalawang ratio na ito kasi may value na sila parehas. Pero para hindi nakakalito, yung una natin ginamit, siya pwede gagamitin natin para doon sa pangalawa. So, gamitin natin ulit yung AC over DF. AC over DF. Tapos yung nawawala is BC. Ay, yung nawawala is EF, which is corresponds to BC. So, BC over EF. Ito yung gagamitin natin now. So, BC over EF. Now, ang tatandaan nyo lang, hindi nyo masosolve yung unknown kapag meron kang dalawa. Medyo pwede i-solve pero mahirap. So, make sure na isa lang yung nawawalang value. In this case, meron kang value sa AC, meron kang value sa DF, meron kang value para sa BC, yung EF lang yung nawawala. So, mas maganda na isa lang yung walang value pag nagsosolve ka. So, now, ito yung gagamitin natin proportion. So, i-substitute natin yung mga values. For AC, it's 8. For DF, it's 16. Is equal to BC, which is 6, and then EF, which is wala pang value, siya yung hinahanap natin. Now, using property number 1, parating property number 1 pag ganyan, which is cross multiplication. Means, i-multiply mo yung 16 sa 6, tapos 8 do sa EF. So, EF times 8 times EF, this is 8 times EF, is equal to 16 times 6. 16 times 6. Next. So, anong makukuha natin yung value kapag minultiply natin yung 16 dun sa 16 times 6? So, 16 times 6, that will give us 96. 8 times EF, that is 8 EF. Then, divide both sides by 8. So, yung 8 na kasama ng EF will be cancelled out. So, ang matitira na lang dito is EF. Then, 96 divided by 8, that will give us 12. So, yung EF natin will be 12. So, ganyan lang gagamitin yung solution parati paulit-ulit lang. Dito sa may module natin kasi, medyo pinalitan niya yung solution pagdating doon sa second unknown sides. But I suggest na ganito yung gawin ninyo. Doon sa ginawa niya sa may module, kinuha niya yung lowest term, which is pwede din naman. Pag kinuha mo yung lowest term, pwede din. But I suggest you stick with one solution. Ganyan lang, parati. Now, for example, number 2, given triangle ABC, construct natin yung figure. Si triangle. This is A, B, C. Triangle ABC. Tapos, the bisector of A, ibig sabihin yung angle A natin, ibabisect, hahatiin sa gitna, o sa dalawa, intersects at BC at D, so this is D. If BD, so ito yung itsura ng triangle natin, triangle ABC, wherein angle A is bisected, intersects sides BC, and then BD o BD is 3 dito hanggang dyan. Ito yung BD natin, which is 3. DC, which is 4. And then AB, this one, is equal to 9. 5 AC. So, alam na natin yung mga corresponding sides na yan. Ang corresponding side natin will be this 2 and then this 1. So, isulat natin yung ratio na mabubuo natin. So, first is sulat natin yung ratio nung meron na AB. AB corresponds to AC. Tapos, BD corresponds to CD or DC. Yan. So, meron na tayong value para sa AB, meron tayong value para sa BD, may value tayo para sa CD or DC. Yung nawawala is yung AC. So, unang gagawin natin is mag-substitute ng value. Though I think this is inaccurate figure. Ang mas magandang figure, ang mas magandang lugar ng bisector natin is dito. Pero yan yung nasa may module. So, maglagay na tayo ng mga values para doon sa mga sides natin. For AB, which is 9. So, 9 over AC, which is yung unknown. Wala pa tayong value para sa AC. So, this will remain as AC. To sa AB, which is AB, meron na tayong 9. Sa BD, BD is 3. and then CD, which is 4. Now, same solution as before. Mag-cross multiply tayo. So, AC times 3 and then 4 times 9. So, magiging 4 times 9, that will give us 4 times 9. AC times 3, that will give us 3 times AC. Now, simplifying this, we'll get 4 times 9, that is 36, is equal to 3 times AC, that is 3 AC. And then to get the value of AC, we will divide both sides by 3 para makancel kasama na AC, which is 3. So, ang natira na lang dito is line AC, 36 divided by 3, that will give us 12. So, yung AC natin is equal to 12. Now, next, example number 3, solve for x in the following figure. So, in the following figure, we have triangle LOC, wherein yung angle O is bisected by a line, tapos ini-intersect niya yung line CL dito sa may point K. So, now we have two triangles. Now, first, again, sulat natin yung ratio na mabubuo natin. So, yung line CO nagko-correspond sa line LO. And then yung line CK nagko-correspond sa line LK. So sulat natin CO is to LO and then CK is to LK. Now, lagay natin yung mga values. So, yung line CO is 18 over line LO, which is 15. And then, line CK, which is X, corresponds to line LK, which is 10. Now, alam na natin yung gagawin natin dyan, which is mag-cross multiply. So, yung 15 multiply natin sa x, yung 18 multiply natin sa 10. So, 15 times x, that will give us 15 times x, and then 18 times 10, 18 times 10. Now, simplifying this, 15 times x, that is 15x. 18 times 10, that is 180. Now, para makuha yung value ng x, i-divide natin both sides by 15. So, this is 15x over 15. And then 180 over 15. So, mangyayari, ika-cancel na natin yung 15. So, matitira na lang dito sa left side is yung x. And then 180 divided by 15. 180 divided by 15, that will give us 12. So that's number 3. Example number 3. Do yung figure, medyo doubtful ako sa figure. Think ko, well, that's not the best figure na pwede mong gamitin. Pero yan yung nasa module, so yun na yung gagamitin natin. So if you have questions, message mo lang ako diretso sa messenger. Okay, that's for quarter number 3, module number 6, week 6, LC number 1. So I think isa lang yung LC natin for this week.